Hi! Trying not to wake the baby, so I'm not speaking at my usual volume. Ralph is asleep in the back. We've just been to the garden centre. Can't really say he was asleep the whole time, so I got to potter around. So I basically went in for some seeding compost. It's slightly finer than the normal compost that I had been using, so I'm hoping that helps because I haven't had much luck with my seedlings so far. And I have bought some vermiculite, which I haven't tried before, but Monty Don's always talking about vermiculite. I don't know if I'm saying it right. And then there was perlite next to it, and I had no idea what the difference was. So I have learned that perlite is good for drainage, so it goes through the soil, if that makes sense. And then vermiculite goes on top of the soil and holds in the moisture. So if you want it moist, you need vermiculite. If you want it well drained, you need perlite. I also bought some canes so that I can mark out on my allotment where I want the strips rotivated. I've basically got a guy coming to help me do it with a machine because I had hand done it on my original allotment plot, but then the lady who gave me my allotment plot called me up after I'd done all the work saying she had made a mistake and had given the plot to 2 different people. Can you imagine? And weeding it and pruning it and mowing it, everything for months. Called me up and said, I've made a mistake, the other people paid for it first, so I have to give it to them. So luckily she has a contractor and is paying for him to do the kind of work for me. It does mean that my soil quality is not going to be great because I haven't mulched it pre-Christmas, but it is what it is, unfortunately. So my arm was starting to ache, so I'm just going to hold the camera here. I thought I would kind of go through what the plan is. So it's very exciting. So I am hoping to get some weddings booked in, use the wholesaler for things like roses and more difficult plants to grow with a long stem length, but to have all of my own flowers as much as possible to kind of reduce the carbon footprint. So yeah, that is number 1 goal, wedding flowers kind of. And then the second aim of the allotment is to grow things like statice and hydrangeas, things that dry well, so that come next Christmas, this Christmas I can do my wreath workshops again, which I absolutely love doing. It's kind of like teaching and floristry mixed together, so 2 passions of mine. And yeah, I did really well last Christmas with getting a few classes booked in, and everyone was super happy with their experience and with their wreaths. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more of that this Christmas. So that's wedding flowers, Christmas wreath workshops, and then I am on the side of this, it's just collating, currently collating faux flower samples to have my own faux flower collection online, so that for people who can't have fresh flowers as often or don't have access to a garden, they can have the faux flowers that will last a lifetime. I've had my faux eucalyptus for coming 6 years probably, and it still looks brand new, same day as I bought it. That made no sense. Flowers are a lovely substitute that will last a lifetime, but they have to look really real for me to sell them, to buy them and sell them. I will only be buying the best. I hate faux flowers that look faux, the fake kind of what you would have in a restaurant, in a really cheapy restaurant. in my eyes. So I'm waiting for the samples to come in and then I can go from there, see if I think any are worthwhile. I really want some nice frilly faux frilly faux tulips. I think would be dreamy and such a lovely gift for Mother's Day. So yeah, I've got 3 really big tasks on my hand, as well as working in quite a challenging primary school and 2 young boys. Am I mad? Yes, I am, but I love flowers. So this is my new plot. It's 9 meters by 16, I think. Very bumpy. And then this is the corner of doom. This goes wild and it spreads all the way down there and across there, and it's trying to spread into my plot. There's some daffodils down there. Should be helping myself to those. Technically they're in the pathway, but shotgun. These were the beautiful hellebores I picked up in the garden centre, and I was basically using them to add to a bouquet that I was making for a friend of mine who wanted to gift her relative a 60th birthday bouquet. And with the leftovers I was playing around kind of making a vase arrangement for a potential wedding, and then using all the photographs I took to add to my website. And then I had a look at my seed collection and had a go at plotting out my allotment plot. So thinking about what would work well on a bed with what, and thinking about those sort of things like slugs and what they like and what they don't like. So this is my Excel spreadsheet of all the seeds I've got and when they should be flowering, so I can filter on the month and see what should be in bloom at that time. And I've also added when they need to be sown and some other bits and bobs about them, colours and things like that. And then I just chilled and watched my gardening favourites on YouTube. Thanks for listening.